Hi everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today it's Moody Monday. It's number 113 in our list. And today we're going to be playing with Whimsical Trees. Whimsical Trees. I was also going to be playing with Delightful Dahlias, or the Dahlias one from the Celebration stamp set. I can't find it. I've had it here the other day. I must have put it somewhere safe. I can't find it. So anyway, we will talk about their dahlias and I will show you them in the book. But until then, we will talk about Whimsical Trees. It's been one of those mornings today. It is a Moody Monday. So it's always the way, isn't it, when you've got things planned and then they never pan out the way that they're supposed to. Anyway, I hope that you're all having a lovely Monday lunchtime, that you're having a break from your general activities. Maybe you're having lunch and you can join me for a little bit of crafty fun. That's the whole point of these Moody Monday live streams, is just that you can join me wherever you are in the world. You could be of an evening, could be nighttime, could be first thing in the morning, no matter where you are. But you can hop on, find me live, or find me on the replay if you can't watch me live, and then come and join us while we do a bit of crafty fun. So good afternoon, Jane. Hello, nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. How are you today? I hope you're very well. It's just a bit cold. I've got my gloves on today. I had my scarf on and then realised I had to take it off to get my microphone set up. So I'll have to work out how I can do that. But yeah, I've got my little my wrist gloves on today just to keep me warm. Helps to, I don't know, something about my fingers here on this desk, they always get cold. So my gloves are here to keep my wrists warm but keep my fingers free so I can craft, which is always helpful. So let us see. Oh, we've got lots of people joining by the looks of it. Please come in and say hello. I can't actually see who's there until you come and say hello. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And tell us where you're joining us from, if you're joining us from on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, because I'm streaming to both. So it would be lovely if you can join us from both and tell us where you're from and, what you're doing today. Did you have a nice weekend? I had a lovely weekend. We did our first in-person event this weekend, and yeah, we actually got to chat with some people in real life, not with a box, but in real life. Hi Joe, hi Margaret, hi Linda. So yeah, it was nice to see everybody in person. It was a bit weird, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It was like, I've got all these people around. I don't know if it's safe for everybody. I tried my best to keep everybody separated and, whatever, but it's personal choice, right? And some of them definitely wanted to be closer than others. So, but that's okay. That's up to them. So, I had it all nicely laid out. And we had stickers on with hug or no hug, just, so that people didn't try and approach people who didn't want to be hugged. It was all kind of good fun, and hopefully it all worked for everybody. Everyone seemed to have a nice time, so that's good. So we'll see. But I do love my online crafting. I have to say, I love crafting along with all of you guys. So, you're going to have to put up with me for a little bit longer. Oh, Jane says she's just finished tidying the shed. Wow, that's a definitely Moody Monday morning thing to do. So, well, I'm glad you managed to come indoors. You must be warmer down there than it is for me. Come indoors and have some fun here. Okay, let's switch these over so we can see our hands. So the set that I'm talking about today is Whimsical Trees. I'm just going to bring that down a smidge and we'll get more light onto the subject, hopefully. Turn that up a bit. Oops, wrong way. There we go. So Whimsical Trees is the stamp set that I'm looking at. This is actually the stamp set we're going to be using for my retreat. And you may have seen a few things with me talking about stuff with Whimsical Trees already over the last few days. But I really like it just as a stamp set on its own. It has some really cute trees and it has some great little baubles and some holly. And I like it just like this, just to do some fun stamping with. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're just going to be doing some good old-fashioned stamping, spot of colouring in for anyone. So if you're at home and you've got some baubles or you've got a Christmas tree and you've got some stamps or whatever, why not come and follow and colour in with us? So whether you come into retreat or not, this is a good stamp set to have. So as ever, we're going to start off with a small note card, just to give me some, warms me up, gets me going, but also so that you can see what's what. And I'm going to use this one with the baubles on. I'm going to do it as a sideways piece. Now, I'm going to use my blends. So I've brought with me, oh, they're always noisy. So I've brought with me, I've got balmy blue, I've got polished pink, and I've got mossy meadow, because I'm going to use a little strip of the paper. This is a tiny strip of the paper. See, it's holographic on one side. So cool. And on the other side, it's plain, but it's got holly with little dots of polished pink, like little holly berries. Can you see that? There we go. So I thought that would be good. And the reason why I've got a strip is because I want to do these baubles at different lengths. And that means sometimes I might have to have them, you know, below the line of starting. That doesn't sound right, below the line of starting, below the line of where the edge of the card is. So if you know that you're going to top your card with a strip of paper anyway, it means you've got that little bit of extra wiggle room. So let's get cracking. Which one would be the best one for this? Do I want a square one? Might want a long one. Let's try a long one. Let's do a long one with this. That might be easier to do. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Memento as my base colour, because that works well with my Stampin' blends. Turn this up just a smidgy. I just want to make sure you're getting enough light on here. Can you see that okay? Is that working all right? I wonder if it's my light out there that's not working so well. Oh, bring that up a little bit. That's a bit better. Okay. I'll make sure that you can see. So I can see great. I think this is really bright, but I don't know about you guys. So I'm going to stamp here. There we go. Now, I'm not particularly great at getting my lines to line up. Oh, Kat's joined us. Hi, Kat. And Margaret's on. Hello, Margaret. The other Margaret's on. Hello. So I'm not great at getting mine lined up, but you know, I'm not going to get too fussy about it. I'm just going to go with the flow. If they all go a little sideways, they can just be moving baubles. Now, if you want them exactly dead on and absolutely straight all the time, then you know what you need? You need the Stamparatus. But doing this like they're all a bit of a wonk, but never mind. I'm doing it live, and I'm doing it at an angle, which is never good. Shall I do one more? I'll do one more, but I'm going to lift them up here. There we go. So when I have room for a sentiment down there. Okay, so that's those. But see how they're not all at the top, but that's okay. Wipe that bit of ink off because I'm going to put a strip across there. See, and that's going to hide them. So then they don't look quite so bad. They still look very crooked though, but I have to say. Oh, they're definitely going on a wonk. Never mind. It's my eyes. I can't. My stigmatism makes it go like that. I'm going to bring the little pink dots a bit further down. So I'm going to have more pink dots towards the edge. It's just the way I've cut the paper, but it seems like there's more pink. And I made it longer so I could see where I wanted it to be, which is roughly about there. So I'm going to glue that in place. And then I'm going to colour my baubles, or ornaments as they call them. Apparently they don't call them baubles in other parts of the world. That's just us. They're ornaments. I like baubles. It sounds funny, but it's what they are. Okay, or at least to me. What do you call them wherever you're from? Maybe they're called different things in different parts of the country. I don't know. And we have some international visitors, I know. Well, normally we do. So what do you call them? Okay, so trim that off there like that. Now we've got our little baubles hanging down. I'm going to do some colouring. Favourite part of the day. It's really, I'm just playing. So I'm going to bring out that pink. You don't have to colour everything if you don't want to. You can just do a little colouring of different items. So I might just colour that whole bit there like that. And then this time I might colour the outside. and underneath. And just because they're little doesn't mean to say you can't do a bit of, you know, working on your light and shade, okay? You just need to go back in and do a few more dots where it's a little darker, which is helpfully where Stampin' Up have added a few lines in for you. So if you're colouring them all, then definitely go back in. Even with the same colour, it will add just that little tiny bit of light and shade to it. Oh, Janice calls them baubles. Definitely baubles, says. Oh yeah, we've got baubles all the way here. Good, excellent. Isn't it odd though that, you know, some people call them different things? How strange. I guess it's just a different. Oh, it's just different, isn't it? Everybody's different. They can call them what they like. Let's have a look at that one. We can do this way. Like so. As long as we all know, we roughly know what we mean. I mean, if somebody said ornament to you, I would think of something that you put on your shelf. You know, like a little trinket or something. That's what we used to call an ornament. That's what I'm saying. Then I'm going to take a light mossy meadow. Just do a few different things here. Green can be still okay. I mean, these would probably be silver or something like that, but we're just making them different to fit with the paper. It's fine. Not a problem. There we go. And they don't all have to be coloured in either. That's the other good thing. So we can just do this one. We can colour in around here. Okay. So this one we can just do the inside of this bit. And maybe those bits. These bits. And these bits. Play with these. 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 Okay, and maybe, let's see, we haven't got anything filled in very much over here, so let's do that with a darker. We can bring in a darker if we want to. Tone on tone. Oh, lovely bit of colouring. Very relaxing on a Monday to do a bit of colouring. If you ever feel like you just need to chill out for 5 minutes, get some colouring in. There we go. Hello. Ah, look at that. That's nice. Sue and Sheila are together making cards. That's lovely. And Sheila says, good afternoon, Sheila. Hello. And Lisa's a bit late because she fell asleep. That's okay. It's nighttime over there for you guys. I know that. I know that. Okay, so then we're going to do a little sentiment down here. So let your heart lift. It doesn't really even have to be a Christmassy one, really. Just saying that, but we'll do that. Should we put it in a colour? Let's do it in polished. No, let's do it in balmy blue. I haven't done a balmy blue in a while. Let's do a balmy blue. There we go. Now, obviously, if you were making this at home, you would make sure that your baubles were straight, or as straight as you wanted them to be. But for a quick on the cuff, off the cuff making of a card, you can see how easy it is and how simple it is. And those baubles are so whimsical, because that's the only word for it. See, but this is, I put it on another piece of card because they do cut, the colour does come through, so you do have to put it on another piece of card before you put it on your note card. So that's easy enough to do. Okay, we'll pop that down. Make sure your card is the right way. I think that's the right way. Put that down there. Look at that, pretty. There we go. Quick and easy. I promised you quick and easy Christmas cards. There you go. with slightly, I mean, they're moving baubles, obviously they're having a bit of a waft around. And then if you wanted to, you can add just on your back of your envelope, whoops, she says, flinging her memento across the table. You can just add some baubles coming down onto your envelope like so. There we go. And then you've got a matching card and envelope. Perfect. And if you open your envelope up that way, you can actually colour that in, but I wouldn't recommend it doing it this way because it might come through on the front. So that's just a quick tip for there, how to colour on your envelopes. Okay, so that's that one done. Told you it was quick. I think the next one might be even quicker. So I'm going all non-traditional colours because that's what's in the suite, and I wanted to use this beautiful holographic snowflake paper. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Like just so shimmery shiny. But it's definitely holographic and you get all colours of the rainbow in it. So I thought, well, why not bring out my favourite colour of all time, Gorgeous Grape, and see what it looks like with that. So here's my Gorgeous Grape card base. We'll fold that over. Make sure we've got our front, so we know which one's our front. Lovely. Now, gonna need a bit of input. Got some ribbon. I think I want to do ribbon going over there. I'm going to put it on a white base. So we'll put that onto a white base like so. So I could wrap the ribbon, or I could just leave it and then sort of fray the ends and make them sort of fluffy. So I don't know. Should we go frayed or should we go wrapped? Or do you want me to just try it and see? It's up to you. So that's how we're going to go. That's how we're going to roll. Now, because this is holographic, on a big piece like this, I would recommend trying your seal out just to see, because sometimes it can show through a little bit on the big holographic pieces. It hasn't so far, but I'm just a little conscious that it might. So I thought I would just use my seal so you know why I'm doing that. Okay, that's that. And then you're all eating, aren't you? I can tell because I've got no answers coming through. Frayed or wrapped? Frayed or wrapped? I know there's a little bit of a time delay, but I need your thoughts. And I need a comment because I can't tell just from thumbs up or whatever. I'm thinking, I kind of think I can do frayed. But I'll wait another couple of minutes and you can tell me whether you think wrapped is better. But we'll have a piece ready for frayed, but I won't stick it down ready for wrapped. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting my answers through. Okay, I'm going to give it a bit more time just so that you can come to mama, as it were, and let me know. So far I've got 2 wrapped. Okay, 2 wrapped. Can you hear me now? Why is that not focusing? Okay, so you can hear me, but my image is dreadful. Right, hold on. Okay, I'm trying to get this to focus, but it's not focusing. Let me try this again. Oh, that's interesting. Why can I not get that to focus? Okay, so on my screen here, it's absolutely perfect. Is it good on your screen? Can you see me, or is it all blurry? I've locked up again, haven't I? Can you still hear me, guys? Yeah, you're blurry. I was blurry. Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to get this one back in on my internet connection. Oh, if that doesn't work, we might have to leave it at just the one. I don't know why. Just won't connect. Let me try and leave and come back in again. This, although last time I did this, we had all the sound effects, so bear with. That's because it's a Monday and everybody's back at work now, aren't they? And so the internet's going, oh, okay. So I have to turn the sound off on there to get to the sound on here, because otherwise we get the double echo. So let me just check. Right. Okay, bear with me. Let me just try this. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm going to stay for a second. You should be able to now hear me and see okay. So let me know if that's right. Oh, it's all one today, isn't it, eh? Yes, good. Okay. Just sent to try me. Okay, so what was the last thing? I was trying to tell you that it was the third one in on the scallop contour dies was the was what I was using to cut this little shape out. And I put me tree on, and then I'm going to go in with my gorgeous grape. Oh, one of those things. I'm going to go in with my gorgeous grape for these. Now these are like little baubles, but I'm just a little concerned that I keep getting, I must press too hard when I put my ink pad down at that end because it's quite little. So we'll just take that ink off. And this is supposed to sort of set down on top of your tree. So it's quite hard to see because, can you see, it sort of covers the whole thing. But you kind of get the idea of where it's going to go, and then just go down with it. Just give it a go. And there we go. So as that dries, you can see I've now got Little gorgeous great baubles on my tree. Yay! Love that. Okay, and I think the consensus of opinion was that we were going to go wrapped. So I want to add a snowflake. So I'm going to pop this over onto one side. It's not going to be symmetrical. Oh, gasp, shock horror. I know. I'll have to breathe to get over it. But anyway, and then I'm going to bring in these snowflakes, which are also part of the suite. So if you're coming to retreat, don't run out and buy them. They're beautiful holographic. See that? Just gorgeous. So you pop them out like this with some care. I think I'm actually quite gentle with them, and I think actually you can be a bit tougher because they are actually sort of that plastic coated. So they just attach at each of the big ends of the snowflakes. So you can just pop them out like that. We can do so much with this. We'll be playing a lot with these at retreat. And they're not doilies, Debs, when you watch this back. They are actually snowflakes. Okay, so I'm popping that behind here just so that we've got a little bit of extra snowflake coming out. I could pop it up. Actually, I might pop it up and put it above the ribbon. That might be nicer. Now here on this, you'll see it's got this lovely hexagonal shape, almost like it was designed. Where am I? I'm going over here. Almost like it was designed to fit a dimensional. And guess what? It does actually fit a dimensional, which is perfect. So I want to have sort of that much showing, like so. So the best way to attach these is with a bit of seal on your thing. And then we pop that over where we want it to be, about there, very lightly, so we don't stick it to the bottom of the card, and then it works perfectly. Hello, Therese. Hello from on YouTube. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. We are playing with Whimsical Trees. So just in case you've joined us late, see what I mean? It fits perfectly with a Stampin' Dimensional, perfectly in that space there. If you're joining us late, we've been playing with Whimsical Trees. We've been blending already with baubles, and when this is finished, it'll stay streamed on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch it afterwards. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I put something up the other day about non-traditional colours. Some people were very in for non-traditional and some people were not. And now I need to put my ribbon round. So we're going to wrap first. Okay, so we're going to wrap about here-ish. Now it probably will get a dimensional on it. Oops, no, dimensional on it. That point. I might be able to thread it through there like that. Look at that. See? Good. Okay. Just enough so you don't have it attached to some tree. Okay. So that will go across there like that, which means I'm going to turn it over. Just do a little smidgy seal on this side. Don't normally do it with the actual thing attached on front, but I just want to make sure it doesn't get itself tangled up. Chop that off. Right, so now we can see where it's going to go. Yep, lovely, just about there-ish. Oh, it's pretty, isn't it? Okay, so we'll take these off. There we go. And then you can just about see as it's going to go, oops, go in, where it's going to go in. Catch it between, yep, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Why are you stuck there? Go away. So there we go. So now we've got our tree on. That's nice. He's straight with his nice little gorgeous great baubles. And then we'll glue this down. Now it is a thick ribbon, I'm not going to lie. So if you prefer, you could just stand the whole backing up on a foam pad. And I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the ends there. That just helps to stop them fraying underneath and then pulling through sometimes. There we go. But it's okay. It does, I mean, it lies all right. It's just going to have a slight sort of lift on those edges, but that's okay. And I don't really think that even needs a sentiment, to be honest, because you've got your tree, you've got a Christmas tree, you know what it is, right? So so I'm not even sure I'm going to put a sentiment on that one. I kind of like it as it is. So there we go. Apart from the technical issues, for which I apologise, what do we think? Do we like that one? Do we like the non-traditional colours? I like non-traditional, but then that's me. I know I can be untraditional. There we go. And if you wanted to, you could add a bit of Whimsical on these, or you could add some of the shimmery crystal effects and have little baubles, literally little baubles dropping on there. So that works nicely. And then don't forget the first card that we did today, which had our baubles of that variety. There we go. So how do we feel? Do we like? I'm still trying to lighten this. I think it's because I've got my overhead light on. It's not good. Thought I'd be sitting here in the dark. Oh, good. Oh, I like that. It's given me an idea for some paper. Marvelous. Good. I like giving people ideas. That's the whole point. So if you really like the Whimsical Trees and you want to see a bit more, then come book in for our online craft retreat. Doesn't matter where you are. And if you're abroad and you want to book in for the retreat, then get in touch, because I do international pricing, because obviously I can't sell you the kit. So but for those of you in the UK, you get lots and lots and lots and lots of goodies. And I send out retreat bags and all that, and I'm in the process of ordering the bags for retreat at the moment. Oh, so excited. I might be going for something a little bit different, who knows. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back from my supplier, but I really like the baubles. They're really cute. So what do you think? Are you a fan of Whimsical Trees, or are you not a fan of Whimsical Trees? Do we think it's a good stamp set or a bit of a stamp set? Are you a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Well, no, don't do thumbs down. Okay, Margaret says yes. Lisa says she loves it. It's beautiful. Cool. Okay, I think I've got a little bit more delay now because I had to go out and come back in again. So I don't know, I think I'm having a delay, but I'm glad you like it. You can just buy the stamp set on its own and look at all the lovely things that you could do with it. You could choose any paper, any colours. You could do it in traditional colours if you wanted to, you know, because I know that I've got some traditionals watching. Joe, mentioning no names. Joe said she was more of a traditional girl. So have I tempted you, Joe, to go different colours, or are you still hankering after your red and green? Because this would look lovely, red, green and gold. You could put, or silver and, well, I don't know, your silver and blue non-traditional for you, because silver and blue is kind of traditional for me. but you could do red and gold for sure. That would look beautiful. And you can emboss the baubles with heat emboss. You can do so many things. So many things. Okay, so that's a quick one from me today. Just remember that if you want to, oh, I've had that going all the time. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make your eyes go funny with my banners, but that is how you shop with me, just queenpipcards.com/store. That takes you through to my Stampin' Up store. So if you want to buy the Whimsical Trees, then that's where you go for that. If you want to book on to retreat, I don't know that I've got a banner for retreat. Have I got a banner for retreat? No, but I've got my more information page. So if you go to queenpipcards.com/more-info, then there is a link all about crafty retreats. You can come and learn all about my craft retreats, what we do, what fun we have, and how I work it all and what you get, etc. So, or you can also find my blog and everything else on there as well. So, you know, it's not just for my retreat stuff. It's got all my links, all my places where I am. So you can find me on there. So I hope that has given you some ideas, some things to do, some things to think about as you start to make your Christmas cards, maybe, unless you've already finished them, as I know some of you have, or already started on them, as I know some of you have. And I'll see you again here next week, when hopefully I will have found Delightful Dahlias, or whatever it's called, which is what I was supposed to be showing you today, as well as my Whimsical Trees. I don't know. But for those of you who don't know what
I don't even know if you heard any of that last bit because the sound went off again. I'm back. Ah, dear. It's that one. It's unfortunately that. Yeah, it's that. It's my phone. My phone is just not doing well today. Bless it. So we'll just leave it and not have to give it any stress or anything. Right, let's turn that off so I'm not too bright. Okay, so what I was trying to say was that if you go to my more info page, you can find all the links to me, etc. And next week, I promise I will have found delicate dahlias, which is what I was going to play with today. And we'll play with some delicate dahlias, which you can get with your celebration. It's a freebie if you spend 90 quid. You can get the delicate dahlia stamp set. And I'm like, oh, 90 quid, that's quite a lot for a stamp set. So let's play with it and find out why it's so good. So I will do that next week. I will find it by then so that we can have a play. But until next week, I'll try not to have any technical issues. But, you know, the internet is beyond even my control. So we'll see how we go. Alrighty, so have a lovely week. And if you want more, just check out my more info. Hopefully you still saw my more info link. That's the best place to go and find everything. You can shop, you can subscribe to my emails, you can find out about my crafty retreats where we're going to be playing with Whimsical Trees a lot. And generally you can just have some, have a snoop around and see what I'm all about. But thank you for joining me, whether it's here live on Facebook or YouTube, or if you're watching me on repeat on replay. I'm just glad that you're here hanging out, and I hope I've given you some great ideas for some Christmas cards. Alrighty, take care for now. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.